Yellow buff represented by the color blue today, as well as ReBoot up top as red. We saw a blue ping here from yellow buff. Defense perhaps at their friendly red. Will we see another level 1 team fight? In the last exchange, we saw yellow buff give up three kills, I believe, before minions even spawned. Oh no, wait, that was the match before. My mistake. Last exchange between these two teams was very standard.
With a red trade, basically. Yeah, everyone trades teams.
Yeah, looks like Camera's looking to do some ARAM here versus Varus, poke versus poke. Really loud laughter from Vladimir right there in my game sound. I don't know who's spamming that crap. Is it Varus?
What is going on?
Do you hear that too? That's so loud. There we go, the ward placement there from Dumo, just scouting out enemy red. Red ping is going down all over the place. What is this? Rise. I'm not really sure. Did he take Rune Prison first? No, took Overload. Doesn't look like we're going to see a level 1 report. Meow. Doesn't look like we're going to see any early aggression here from either team. Nobody wants to give up first blood before minions spawn, although we have seen more often than not that happen in our tournament so far. Yes, it is Vlad. It is Camera trolling us, spamming his laughter. Do note that he's spending a lot of time at mid lane. Yeah, probably going to go back for 4th pot, even though he doesn't even really need it. Victor obviously going to take up this mid lane. Very standard start so far. Nobody wants to miss out on any farm right now. Pureshield tensions are high. I can feel it. I think the friends and viewers are waiting for some sort of Victor play here. What do you think? You with me, man?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. That was just a little bit burp from the stream.
All right. Yeah, let us know how our audio quality is. Actually, you know what? We're pretty much locked in here. I'm going to focus on this game before anything else right now. It does appear we have perhaps a call for Wraith Steal here from ReBoot, pinging those enemy Wraiths. It isn't uncommon to see ADs and ADs try to grab big Wraith about this time in the game, but
I think the stream's offline right now.
Doesn't appear to be that way from me.
Oh, it just went back on. No, that's good.
Try refreshing everybody if you did lose right there. I did not actually go offline at all, as I do still see the same stream going on here.
Okay, no, everyone's cool now. We're all chill.
Are we gravy?
All good. Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all good. Peace out. Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit of server instability there from Twitch, unfortunately. Or perhaps, I don't know. Sometimes streams just cut out like that. Very bad that that's actually happening. Let me go ahead and refresh my chat, as I don't see it being active right now. But let's not pay too much attention to that, as we do need to focus on this game right now. We do see a lot of early harass in the mid lane between Victor and Rise at this moment. Oh boy, everything seems to be very standard. Let's take a look at last hitting. Seems to be dead even right now, but Patootie looking to go for some sort of an early gank with that red buff up. He did just hit level 3. Could it be Rise, the target? I don't know. Maybe he's just going to go back and play it safe right now. What do you think? Wants to keep up on his CS?
Right now on the live stream. I'm just trying to make sure the stream's okay right now.
Don't worry about the stream. It's not on my end, dude. There's nothing I can do about it.
Always on your end. Always blame the people, because they clearly don't know what they're doing right now. That was definitely the server's issue right there.
Yeah, guys, just so you know, this is my first live stream of the day. Or first live stream of my lifetime. Not!
Nah. That's a good one. Anyways, the farm is in favor of yellow buff right now, surprisingly. I mean, you know, ReBoot's known for the farm and their lane dominance as well as their team fight. But looks like yellow buff.
Look at Maokai. Lots of pings coming down from ReBoot. Could we see a jungle confrontation? Possibly a 2v2 here at the mid lane. There goes Iranium looking to initiate really strong here. Where's that death right there? It is. Cleaving up 2 players. Oh, man. Looks like it's going to be an even exchange. Forcing that flash on Rise. Wow. Sapling going to be dealing a little bit of harass. Lots of summoner spells used in general in that exchange. Nice little 2v2. Keeping the tension really high. Somehow Iranium does have an EXP boost, possibly due to a tad bit of zoning there on the part of Rise. Not really sure why he's
though, because Rise has a utility spec right now, too. I'm not sure if Iranium's using a utility spec. It doesn't look like it. I could be wrong right now. Yeah, the Rise player is generally specking to utility. You get a little bit extra experience going in there. So he should actually have a little bit of experience advantage. So you're right. There definitely was some, zone factor right there. So farm. Let's look at farm right now. 19 on Rise and 24 on Iranium. Definitely Victor is leading the farm right now. Here comes a gang from Maokai though. There's a Rune Prison. Oh wow! Ooh. First blood given to Iranium. He might. Does he
possibly a double. Oh, he goes down.
There we go.
That's an even exchange for the most part. Although the first blood assist granted to Maokai as well. So that is going to put yellow buff slightly ahead. But the farm of ReBoot is pacing quite well. Sorry, we kind of missed the initiate there from Maokai. A little bit trying to focus too much on every lane here. My mistake. Maybe Patooty's going to come in and try to keep this lane under control, possibly deny some last hits to Rise, but no. Both junglers kind of just drawing it right there. Going to pull back and head back to their clears. I want to keep an eye down bottom on the AD farm. We have Pneumatic here on Graves, possibly his strongest champion with 36 versus Varus is 38. Pneumatic behind on farm again. 2 CS behind. I know it's nothing, but I mean, guys.
Oh my goodness, 2 CS behind. He's 2 CS behind. Oh, we're not gonna go Korean for CS is behind. That's not called for really.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, not at all. Look at this exchange here in the mid lane between Rise and Victor. Victor actually, I did not expect him to give up first blood of all people. That was a bit of a surprise for me. Although the window of opportunity we're talking about is nearing, as Nocturne is level 5, doing a very nice job, Patooty, of clearing his jungle. It doesn't appear anything spectacular is going to happen anytime soon. He may go for a gank attempt here on Rise, although with that Rune Prison, very difficult to gank him, especially if Uranium cannot land his stun. Overall, it does look like Pneumatic is getting kind of zoned, well, not zoned, but pushed back a fair amount, perhaps affecting his farm slightly. Maybe the tower hit responsible for the discrepancies. Not entirely sure. Will ReBoot Patooty go for a bit of a CJ here, as we are seeing some more Death Ray zoning here on Rise. He's now a clean level behind Victor. That's actually a big deal at this point in the match for Victor to have this sort of lane superiority due to that long-range harass. Look at him zoning right now. Excellent play from Uranium, keeping Rise under his tower, not able to last hit, not able even to be in EXP range. There's a Maokai shrouded gank. We missed the position on that one. We see Pneumatic go down to a sapling.
He's gonna go down. Wow, that's
snooshy
arrow.
Shot.
Very nice.
Got shot by that Varus pick. Very nice pickup. Wow, Pneumatic goes down bottom. This is exactly what Yellow Buff needs to do at this moment. That puts them ahead in Global Gold. They need to keep this up right now. They have to keep winning these picks. They have to keep winning these ganks, because it's only a matter of time before ReBoot starts to, you know, do their thing, which we all know them so well for. Let's take a look and see if Uranium has gold for an augment. Does he pick it up? Nope. He picks up his Magic Pen Boots, Double Dorns, reminiscent of the build we saw him build earlier. Double Dorns. Next, he's probably going to pick up an augment Death, which is basically all in offense, which is, you know, it would be appropriate given that he is winning his lane pretty convincingly versus Rise. Taking a look at the farm, we have Uranium with 47 versus Rise is 40, so actually not as far ahead as I thought, although definitely denying some EXP early, which again is a big deal. What's your take so far, Pureshield? Does Yellow Buff have a chance on this one?
I think they do, actually. They're taking advantage of their advantage in the beginning. Although, keep in mind, Uranium is on his best champion with the Victor. So, this is something's going to happen for sure. I mean, as soon as the team fights happen, you're going to see some very nice Death Clouds. Or we could be wrong. Maybe he'll get shut down finally by Alex Pai's Rise. We did see some spectacular Alex Pai Rise early on today. You know, one could recall that he's a very good Rise player, and he definitely made a difference for his team earlier on. He's still a 2K elo player, so he's going to be definitely making a lot of things happen. If Uranium is not careful enough, the advantage could go to Yellow Buff.
Yeah, I do have to say, it does seem that the tide is going to be swayed by the mid lane as the ADs are pacing perfectly on farm downstairs. Taking a look up top, camera on Vladimir today with 54 versus 54, so you're right that it is going to come down to these mid lane AP carries, both blue buff right now, lots of harass. Maokai possibly going for a gank here. Will we see a response from Patooty? He does appear to be slightly behind Maokai in EXP, possibly just because of Maokai's faster clear. Looks like we might see yet another 2v2 here. Let's take a look at Vision. Neither team aware of the jungle's position right now, although the jungles may slap each other right now. Oh boy, there we go. A little bit of exchange here. There's the paranoia used on Rise. Will we see a response? Forcing that flash. Going to be able to focus down Maokai a little bit. Definitely ReBoot. Oh, the Death Cloud! The Death Cloud not able to catch up with Maokai. Wanting to land those DOTs. That early ignite went down. Perhaps a little bit late on the Death Cloud response from Uranium. Could have picked up a kill there on Maokai. Either way, though, Patooty really mixing it up by using their paranoia on Rise, forcing him out of the fight so that Uranium was able to reign free and deal lots of damage. Got to give that one its advantage to ReBoot, definitely in that 2v2 exchange. A lot of you guys left. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's going to die to Ignite. What was that? We just hardly missed it. That looked like a flash initiate there from Rise. Actually, going to turn the tide on Victor. That was certainly unexpected. Wow.
Yellow buff taking the lead by about almost 1k gold so far. Farm about even and a 2k advantage, even though first blood was given to ReBoot. It's an exciting game so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it does appear to be quite even, although as the time goes on and yellow buff isn't really able to gain an advantage just based on the CS, they will eventually fall behind. There we go with some more harass under the tower from Varus. And here we go, Malphite initiating really strong. Does Camera have his blood pool? Looks like he's going to go down here as well. How about that Summoner Heal? Summoner Heal is down as well. Summoner Heal is down. Where's the Seismic Toss? Does look like they're going to dive this, but that would be very risky on the part of Malphite. Wow. No, they pull back. Look how tanky. Look at how tanky Vladimir is up top. Using that Summoner Heal and that Blood Pool to his advantage. Just like we talked about, super hard to gank that champion. Man, it looked almost certain that he was going to die there.
This is going to cause some denial of farm though, even though Vladimir is way ahead on farm right now. Grabbing the next
Look at this gank attempt here, the W on Uranium. Lots of burst damage goes down. Will we see Uranium fall again? A dive from Maokai could seal a deal, not even necessary. Overload combined with a sapling right there. Down bot, we have a 3v2. Patootie coming in for a gank, landing that fear on Tark. Focusing Tark while Varus is free to rain. Not dealing enough damage though. It does appear Tark is going to die, possibly a dive on Varus. No, look at this. Two players from yellow buff closing in. Could they turn this around? Missing with the root from Varus right now. Will we see a tower dive from Maokai? Where's that ultimate? There it is. Arcane smash the interrupt. Down goes Dumo.
That Maokai
there. Maokai goes down to tower hits. It would be wise for yellow buff to pull back right now. It does appear to be what they're doing. Overall, I have to say that exchange was in favor of yellow buff. What do you think?
Dragon right now, no problem, because look, Malphite's down bottom, and there's nothing they can do to contest this. So that dragon is going to be an advantage. Again, I think that at this point on, full advantage to yellow buff after this dragon. They're going to be about almost 3k ahead after this. No, that's exactly 2k ahead. Sorry, a little bit of math error right there. Surprising, right, coming from Mr. Lau. But basically, I mean, 2k ahead, and they're at this point where Ryze is level 10. He's getting really bulky too. You look at his mana right now. He's approaching 2k. He's filling up his tier. It's 12 minutes into the game again, and these guys already have almost 2k goal advantage. That's a huge advantage right now, and Nocturne pretty much lost the opportunity to have that gank advantage that we talked about earlier. So right now, anyone's game, team fight oriented. Although this Vlad is going to be the X factor. 0 kills though, but 93 farm and getting to the point where he's going to have sustained for days for sure.
Ryze pinging this Nocturne, descending for a gank. Does he have Paranoia up for a gap close? Yes, he does. Although it does appear that yellow buff is totally aware of the situation right now. Picking up that last dragon kill, gonna put him significantly ahead on global gold. What do you think? Is this advantage enough to compensate for the imminent team fights that are undoubtedly in favor of ReBoot? Based on their history, although yellow buff seems to be playing better than ever before, could they possibly pick up a kill here on Nocturne? No, too fast. Not in range of that root from Maokai. I have to say, Maokai's ganks have been spot on. Follow me on Twitter. The best Maokai jungle I've had the pleasure of spectating. He's just so good, always in the right spot. Man, he's been making these plays happen. Looks like we're going to try to hand off the blue buff here to Victor, although Maokai looking to steal this, possibly with his sapling toss. There we go, scouting that one out. Ryze looking to make this a 2v2, but the bot lane for ReBoot responding. This could go disastrous for yellow buff. Oh no, Maokai's going to get totally smashed right here. But look, a response, a full-on fight. Look at this, a team fight. Focusing down to carries. Graves goes down, Nocturne goes down. A turnaround standing in the death cloud. Will Graves survive? Actually, I thought he died back there, but that was massive damage. Yellow buff now with a commanding lead over ReBoot right here. Will we see ReBoot fall in this match? Possibly a dive here. Gotta make it quick. Oh! Just dodging that hit with that quick draw. Gonna die to a 4-man dive here. Tarek might lose his life to one last hit. No! He survives.
That armor. He got 116 armor right there. The tower didn't take him. Very well played by yellow buff. Did you see that Ryze melting everybody?
What is happening? Will we see Camera go down to this Malphite right now? That early ignite probably going to be okay, as he does have blood pool right now. Whoa, Malphite might dive this. He is going to secure this kill on Camera due to movement speed. Pureshield. Wow. Is ReBoot putting on a show for us, or is yellow buff really making minced meat out of their team?
Yellow buff is yellow buff is definitely taking it up a notch with the Maokai pick. That Maokai is, I think this is pretty much their best combo. You know, Aspie's best character, I think it would be Rise. I don't know, I know much about this Varus pick by Slushie. I've never seen him actually, even by statistics, playing Varus before. But that was quite interesting at the blue fight right over there. We see Rise pretty much melting everybody. And I mean, that was just absolutely incredible. This Aspie is definitely going to be the factor here. 5-1 and 3, 108. Way ahead of Iranian right now. Surprisingly, Iranian Victor not really living up to the standards that the fans are really looking for. So if they do lose this game, he might not be picking this. He might be picking something a little bit different, or maybe even taking Rise before Alex Pi does. Most mid players do know how to play Rise. It's one of the way, I mean, maybe except you, Hengest, actually. Surprising. I think you're the only one who does never play Rise that much before, but everyone's played a little bit of Rise.
A little bit too easy for me, man. A little too easy for me.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
It does appear that we have a moment of kind of just still action here. Maokai placing down some nice wards, maybe looking to pick up a timer on this enemy red.
This is the calm before the storm. There's going to be a huge team fight, just like that one at blue, very soon.
Oh, that was huge, man.
Positioning people right now.
And even more importantly, this is when ReBoot typically turns things around, but they're actually losing their team fights right now. And we could see Camera get picked off again due to the positioning of Maokai, but no, the blood pool going to save him. We got to keep our eyes down bot. We have a roaming Rise. Victor closing in from behind. Could see another 3v4. Patootie looking to do a shrouded paranoia right now. Would be a very strong strategy. But look at this. Yellow buffs, gamer sense working in their favor, pretty much anticipating the paranoia from Patootie and pulling back from that confrontation. They are playing so well right now, possibly even going to be able to land a kill on Vladimir up top. Vladimir of all champions, tower diving of Vladimir and getting away with it, man. Look at that sapling.
Oh man, that sapling is good.
This jungle Maokai, man. Everybody take notes. This dude is in the right. Look at him. He might go for round 2 right now. He's in the right spot at every moment. He's so good at jungle Maokai. An amazing score. Oh, so good. All right, taking a look down bottom, we have this harass lane. That Dazzle combined with the Varus artillery actually not working out for him right there, as he did get morphed at an inopportune time in the middle of a smoke screen. Pneumatic, we need to keep an eye on his farm. What's he at? 135 versus Varus is 149. Pneumatic is losing farm against Slushie right now.
Way.
Finally.
Oh no.
Finally, Pneumatic may have met his match downstairs. We have had hardly any jungle intervention downstairs. What's his excuse? Does he have an excuse? I don't know. The mantle of King of Farm, the crown, perhaps cracked today, shaken in his reputation. He's probably going to end up pulling this out. He's probably going to go for a late game hard carry just to prove me wrong. But here we go. Taking a look at Malphite way out of his territory, placing down a ward here at enemy blue. I am so on edge, just awaiting the next team fight right now. Yellow buff. It's really, really surprising us as well as our audience, man. I don't think anybody expected this level of play. 10 and 3 on the team fight right now. Look at them. They're looking to grab.
A team had ReBoot Gaming on a run like this is gonna be a free dragon most likely. There's no way they could deny this. But last time, if you recall from last time there was this close of a game for ReBoot Gaming, it was like Hufflepuffs. You know, they had the players like Fragnatic and also X-Hazards, who's basically, you know, subbing for in CLG right now. So that was the only time they already got on the ropes like this. So this is very interesting to see. Maybe they can even pull off the next round if they played this well. That's kind of surprising.
Maokai, an extremely confident player right there. Look at him. Look at him just harassing people in enemy jungle. We are going to see a bit of a team fight here, possibly a 3v3. No, a 3v4. I didn't catch this Rise hiding in the bush. I don't think ReBoot did either. If they initiate here, this could spell disaster for them at this top tower. Look at Iranium.
For the Victor flank.
Iranium is looking to drop his Death Cloud at any minute now, but I just don't see him out DPSing this Rise's AoE if he uses his ultimate under this tower. Oh, this could go either way, man. Man, this is a close match. Pigs here. Looks like Yellow Buff wants to steal ReBoot's blue. We probably will see a response right now. We need to have a proper initiate. It's already dead. They could not stop that.
Oh my god. The Rise is really out of control right now. I mean, Alex Pi, most likely he mains Rise. I mean, he's just so comfortable with this champion. Much better than the last game we saw. I mean, last game we saw, it was a little bit disastrous. I mean, so at least the Morgana wasn't really playing to full potential right there. Whereas this time, though, I mean, on Rise, he's just so comfortable. It looks like he's a regular. I mean, every time Overload's up, he's using it. Every time it's up, he's using it.
A great Rise player, able to contend with possibly one of the best, well, obviously one of the best, possibly, you know, a very high, top-notch, I don't know how to say it, a magnificent Victor player, given that he's the best I've ever seen.
That should be a skin.
Pacing with him every step of the way, in fact, even landing kills on him 1v1, so this is really unexpected. I don't think ReBoot expected this, man. They are over 6,000 global gold behind, as having giving up every dragon so far and losing team fights. I honestly do feel, though, that Yellow Buff has to make something happen soon, because the more time that transpires, the more opportunity ReBoot has to turn this around. And of course, if anyone's going to have an epic turnaround, it's going to be them. So they're on very thin ice right now, treading in deep water. There's the initiate from Malphite.
Wow.
Will we see him get nuked? Oh,
wow.
Man!
You're pretty much dead.
Not able to micro that Death Cloud, probably due to astonishment after getting obliterated by that Malphite Rise combo. Wow, taking the AP carry from ReBoot out of the picture in this match. Maokai with that very strong initiate on Vladimir. The blood pool, they got to pull back now. Oh, but the tower goes down. Here comes Graves in a strong position. There's some collateral damage. Gonna possibly be able to pick up lots of kills here if they don't focus Graves. But no, they have this under control. Yellow Buff is, the gods are on their side. I don't know what it is. Perhaps the audience pulling for him right now.
So well.
They're just dominating right now. Every single fight in favor of Yellow Buff. Oh,
I don't
man.
think Reboot's gonna let them take the next game, though. I mean, they're studying up on them for sure. This is a little bit of a far-fetched pick, but the game is not over right now. Even though, I mean, we've seen Reboot. Have you ever seen Reboot really behind like this?
No.
In tournaments? Never.
Never.
Yeah, never. This is anything can happen. That goes to show. This is so exciting part about our league for sure. Although I do feel like to point out, look at what Victor is forced to buy right now. Do you see those two items? Yeah. He's going for Abyssal Scepter first at this point, just because of how fast he's getting melted right now. They really just want his utility there as well. He does do decent damage still, but compared to what the Rise is doing, I mean, look at Rise. ROA, Tear of the Goddess, possibly a Soul Shroud coming up very soon.
Rise very scary.
No problem.
He is in a dangerous spot. Yeah, definitely. I think pretty convincingly. Yeah, I was going to point that out. Yellow Buff pretty much winning every lane. I mean, ReBoot losing on every front. I mean, it's yeah. I never thought I'd say that, but they are losing in pretty much every regard in this match right now. They haven't been able to turn it around here at the 22-minute mark. Forced to play on the defensive. So uncharacteristic of this team. Our reigning champions, who really haven't been seriously contested in the history of our TGN tournaments, are actually looking like they're going to lose this match in the finals right now, as their AP carry has been shut down. The Mage Top didn't work out in their favor, and Nomadic has lost on farm to Varus of all champions downstairs. Also lost significantly on Global Gold. Let's take a look at that, actually. Varus with 8,700 versus Graves 6,400. A ginormous gap between the AD carries, and that's actually the biggest difference that's going to play its role very shortly going into the late game, as that highest damage potential does come from those two champs. It's going to be tough for Nomadic to come back from this one, dude. They're going to have to turn around a team fight and then some.
Yeah. I don't think they can actually come back from this. You know, even though ReBoot is basically one of my favorite teams of all time, they're basically kind of stuck right there. I mean, even if Graves catch up, you still have to contend with a fully fed Rice and a fully fed Varus. You gotta pick your poison at this point. Vlad didn't really shut down Malphite. In fact, lost to Malphite, even though Malphite's farm is a little bit lower. That's gonna be. They do have a good late game combo with its double mage. And they can get rid
Hold
of
that thought, Pureshield. It looks like Yellow Buff looking to force a fight here at Baron, perhaps. Scouting around with his oracles. ReBoot is in the... Well, actually, they just caught sight of it with this ward right here. Gonna be in the dark now that ward just went down. In fact, their vision in general, not very good. Nothing past the river at this point in the match. Contrary to Yellow Buff, who has wards in enemy jungle. Maybe they should have initiated... I think they should have initiated on that Baron fight. Possibly waiting a little bit here, trying to play a psychology game. There we go. Varus of all champs pulling this Baron right now. Gonna try to lifesteal through this. Have to see a response from ReBoot if they hope to get back into this match right now. Look at this. This is bait. Slash taunting from Yellow Buff, trying to force a fight. Will we see Maokai try to initiate there? No. His flash is off cooldown right now, which he would need to do some sort of an insane initiate right there. But in the jungle at these bottlenecks, man, I do have to give the advantage to ReBoot in a teamfight situation because of that Vlad ult, but also because of Graves' cleaving opportunity. I think it would be wise for Yellow Buff to initiate in an open space like the Baron Nest or in a lane, just because they don't want to take any chances, man. They have this in the bag. They can't throw it now.
No, they cannot. Oh, if Yellow Buff should take this match. If they do not take this match, then that's definitely a little bit of game throw GG right there. I mean, such a huge advantage. But here's the deal: historically, so far in games during the qualifiers or during our top 8, they're the ones who actually usually catch game throws. They're known for that. Against the big team who's now no longer with us here because they did get knocked out, Legendary, from what I remember, or Leviathan. They were falling behind, they were in this position to reboot, and they caught back, and they won in the end. Yeah. So really, anything can happen, but I don't think Yellow Buff is going to be able to throw this. I think they're going to take advantage of the advantage and pretty much push them.
I would not put it past ReBoot, man. It's going to come down to this Baron fight. This is where the GG is going to be decided. At this tier of play, if Yellow Buff continues playing the way they're playing, this next Baron fight, if given in favor of Yellow Buff, is pretty much going to seal the deal. But if ReBoot could do some amazing counterattack, it's going to put him right back in the match, no doubt. Although there is that AD carry to factor in, it's going to take a lot for Pneumatic to catch up to this Varus player right now. And I just don't see that happening anytime soon. Slushy on top of his game. As we stated earlier, the highest rated player in this matchup, actually. Proving his worth right now with his sensational farm. 234 here at the 26-minute mark. Look at his build. Double Dorns, a Bloodthirster, which is no doubt stacked to full, a PD, a Quicksilver Sash. I mean, he's got it in the bag. He is looking to end this right now. He wants to pick up all kinds of kills in the next team fight. Speaking of team fight, we need to see this happen soon. Yellow Buff can't afford to allow ReBoot to catch up on farm, as they will eventually do, just playing defense. I don't really know what they're waiting for at this moment. What do you think? Why so sluggish on this Baron fight?
I think they just don't want to risk
Oh, hold that thought. Here we go.
Oh my
Follow me on Twitter. That amazing Malphite initiate. Gonna survive, no problem. Look at camera caught way out of position. Graves goes down. He gets focused so badly. Oh no, 3, 4 players going down for ReBoot. Down goes Victor. No damage left. Oh my goodness. Will they take a Baron or will they push this to Nexus?
Is called.
Oh wow.
5-0 surrender. They know this kind of hopeless. This is gonna be a push to Nexus. Going into the 3rd round. Oh my goodness. Wow, we haven't seen this since Hufflepuff's last tournament. So very well done, Yellow Buff.